Alright, first of all, school sucks. And also, oh man, where is it? It's right over. Yeah. I think that's for the military. It's been out there all day yesterday too. Ever since I got here, I think it's up year round. Look at that, 3 cats. Yeah, there's a third. Next to the Walmart. My mistake, there's 5 cats. Looks like I'm getting barked at. And he's like protecting a homeless shelter. Come on, Poochie. He doesn't fully approach me, at least. Excuse me. Oh, just getting by. This city is introducing me to different businesses I never heard of. A compounding lab. That's pretty neat. I'd like to look at this compounding lab. Sutter home. Oop, not paying attention. What have we got at the Tiffany Plaza? Tiffany Plaza businesses. I gotta say, it's interesting to find so many of these moving companies and landscaping companies. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell the difference between them. You have to look close at the business name. So the fire department claims that they harvest rain. So I got a wave of sickness again, and it's because of the gallbladder. It was feeling like it struggled a little bit, then it's turned to this stomach sickness. It seems like a reasonable response, really. Just tell me that I'm in trouble, that I ate the wrong thing, I guess, because the gallbladder can't function properly. And what did I eat? I had shredded wheat, milk, and some peanut. Oh no, pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. Maybe something else. Either way, that combination is my gallbladder can't deal with, so it's triggering a sickness. I'm happy to report that the pumpkin, at least, there's some foods that don't trigger sickness, that don't cause problems, like the pumpkin. I'll eat more pumpkin. I can only eat so much, though. Yeah, I'm still sick. What's a touchstone? A touchstone energy partner. What is touchstone? So what my illness is doing is it's triggering a need to either puke, well, to both puke and poop. It's like the gallbladder is full, it's failing, and it triggers my stomach to feel sick, which then triggers me to evacuate both through the mouth and anus. It's quite a system. I mean, it works, but what do you do about the gallbladder? Because yes, being constipated is a factor, but still, I mean, that contributes. What else do I need to do to clear out the gallbladder? Because I'll still get weak if I don't eat enough food, to try to reduce my eating or something. Maybe eating certain types. I need to listen. And now this is where I really need to listen to my gut. If it says it's sick from eating what I had, I need to record everything and then start the elimination diet for serious. So still feeling ill. During this time of illness, I can't fight it. I can't like try to exercise through it. Maybe enough to try to get the digestion. Whatever exercises would stimulate digestion to pass things through. But I think what it's doing is it's telling me to slow down my activity and then focus on just let the energy be focused on digestion and trying to eliminate what is causing the sickness, which is a faulty gallbladder. So people are cleaning up after their trailers, but I get the impression more that this is abandoned. Actually, this is probably a lot of abandoned trailers. This whole trailer court has been abandoned. They must be planning on moving everything out. First move the people out, then the trailers. They're old and beat up. Somebody lives here. Wow. Yeah, this is an abandoned trailer park for sure. I didn't even see a name. See, they would never allow this. Well, it's such a good town anyway. This is a good town. They allow this because the people are so good. They offer little, oh yeah, I remember this spot. They offer little subsidies. Is that it? No, they offer little perks. You get little perks for being a well-behaved town. They don't lock up. They don't put up as many walls. I like keeping the sickness because it just keeps reminding me that I need to fix my diet, but also I want an immediate solution to this. I need an immediate solution. I have to get it. And I think maybe I should take another look at apple cider vinegar. This is kind of strange. Why isn't this auto sales place not parking the cars right up on the sidewalk? That's like an operating memorandum for them. Get it right as close to the sidewalk as you can. These guys are pushed past quite far. I paid $3 for this. I took a cap full, slammed it. It went directly to the back of my throat and I felt a slight burning. So I chased it with some water quick. I can't make habits of that though. Slamming it and burning the back of my throat a little bit. That's gonna cause cancer if I do that all the time. So having it mixed with something is gonna be best. I'm not really feeling a lot of relief. I don't want to have more than a cap full every hour or so because it's diluted to 5% acidity. And my past experience with this kind of acidity levels, it's messed up my esophagus and made it all rough and raw. It's really bad. You know, I never seen this cactus flower before. Oh, those aren't flowers. It's fruiting. This cactus fruits? I never seen it fruit before. And it doesn't even have any, there's no, it's soft. There's nothing to poke me with. I could pull it off. This has got to be poisonous. It's gotta be. What is it? Let me open it up. Alright, I'm starting to feel little hairs on my hand. There might... Oh, these are individual little hairs. Oh, I see. I am getting myself good. Well, I opened it up, and this is what's inside. But... Oh yeah, I see them now. Oh, this is going to be a problem. Well, the fruit probably is edible, but it's got its little hairs that need to be cleaned off, so I tossed it. I don't know what plant would want to have thorns and also be poisonous too. That seems a little excessive. And to make berries like that, that would have to be a very specific animal that could handle that type of deal. Maybe insects or something. Well, it feels like the apple cider vinegar will remove the sickness in the stomach, but it doesn't take away the nausea in the head. It almost seems to enhance nausea to reduce the sickness in the stomach. You know, it still doesn't get to the root of the problem of eating possibly the wrong foods for this gallbladder. So if that white apple cider vinegar takes away sickness in the stomach, it seems to have. I still have nausea. So what do? Would I want to soak ginger in apple cider vinegar? I have no problems drinking this juice, but I've been pouring out the vegetable juice. I think I need to start drinking that vegetable juice too. This stuff is delicious. All right, I had dried mangoes and peanuts, and it took about an hour, and then my stomach now hurts a lot. An hour and a half. I just had milk and cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is recommended for an upset stomach. That's something different because I've been trying everything else with the suggestions. It's been a while since I had cayenne pepper, but that's hurt my stomach in the past. It's hurt my stomach in the past as well, the cayenne pepper. So this is very frustrating. Every time I eat, I keep re-injuring and inflaming my stomach. It's just such an ache. I can't stand it. It's kind of, if it gets worse, it's gonna really affect my heart. It feels like it's kind of affecting my heart. It must be the stress. I don't move or exercise enough, and now I got a sickness that makes it worse when I move. Right, this might be a mistake. I'm getting towards the end of upset stomach, I think. But I'm gonna have this chamomile, a little bit of fennel, and anise. I think I'll mix it in water. I've been thinking milk, but they're supposed to settle the stomach, so water should be good enough. Alright, well, I gotta give it an hour at least, but yeah, this chamomile and fennel and that other one, anise, my stomach feels fine. So yeah, and I also want to consider the tamarind and cumin combination. They actually toast cumin in India. What's the deal with that? I'm not a big fan of cumin, but maybe toasted. That sounds pretty cool. But I'm interested in trying to mix those two, take another look at it, and I might have them in my car. I haven't touched them in a long time. I don't know where to find them. I'm such a fool. So as soon as I buy this apple cider vinegar, $3, I turn around and decide to toss it, because now, after looking at my book, my Herbal book, I'm realizing that there are better alternatives. I had that chamomile and anise, fennel, and my stomach has been great. I'm reading further another look at this book. I've looked at it hundreds and hundreds of times, and it's been a long time since I've looked at it, so I'm looking at it again for ideas, this time for stomach settlers, and now I'm learning of various herbs to try. I forget about herbs a lot, and I need to remind myself. This book is great for reminding me. So I think I might want to get some fresh basil. That's supposed to help settle the stomach. The tamarind, I believe that's in my car. I need to find more. I need to find that tamarind, and definitely want to mix it with the suggested herb. I'm taking notes. I'm gonna look for more ideas, and then start making combos with that. But yeah, the chamomile and anise fennel was a good combination last night for helping my stomach stay settled, and I need to keep focusing that on those herbs. I don't want to be taking the same thing over and over. I want to be able to cycle through maybe 7 herbs. I like looking at the taking of herbs as once every 7 days, once a week type of strategy. As much as I'd like to see how it develops, there's this black guy just shaking his hand like he's got a mental illness, standing in front of one of the self-checkouts for the past half an hour, because I came in 30 minutes ago, and as I'm leaving, he's still there. It's the one with the conveyor belt, the self-checkout with a conveyor belt. And I think the conveyor belt was closed for a little bit, then it opened. But even though the computer is now active for you to check out, he's just still standing. It's something that develop. Like, I think they're going to call the cops on that guy, because he's just not very responsive. He's just standing, looking around with one hand shaking. Looks very unkempt, kind of like me. It feels so weird being able to afford things again. I think I can kind of afford things a little bit better, and not too much, but it's slowly making me feel like I'm more part of the society again. Not exactly, because I'm still completely homeless. I can't afford a place to live, but I feel like I can get like regular things, like if I wanted to, I could get like a coffee every day, and I think I'd be fine. Of course, the coffee is because people are saying that it's supposed to help the gallbladder, so I'll do that. I bought some basil. I intend to grind it up and then mix it in this coffee, because that's supposed to settle the stomach. I'm gonna try to eat normally, but focus on herbs that settle the stomach more. I had fennel last night. I won't be able to eat fennel for a while because I'm actually feeling it on my tongue. It always makes my tongue get like inflamed, but it can settle the stomach, I believe. I'm thinking combining anise and fennel can be okay, but you want like maybe a 5-to-1 ratio of anise to fennel, because fennel it really inflames the tongue, but I believe it can help a digestion. Anise helps the digestion, but it's, I think, limited, as well as fennel is limited, but both of them together I think can complement each other, especially for taste. What about soaking fenugreek in coffee? That might be something I might try tomorrow if I could get some coffee. I like the taste of fenugreek. I think it could go good with coffee. Alright, well, it's been like a half hour and I'm not sick to my stomach yet. It's starting to look more and more like these peanuts are a big problem. What happened? Do I have an allergy? Is there something in them? These roots kind of make me think of the Pacific Ocean and how the earth is falling into the ocean. It just kind of gets me reminiscing about how the landscape looked like that. You want to know something that's astounding to me is like in my early 30s, like at age 32, 33, a guy told me he got in a fight with a cop. And I was like, really? That's kind of rare, I think. Were you drunk? Were you under the influence of something? And he said, nope, he was perfectly sober. And I didn't understand it until it started happening to me while living homeless. It can occur quite frequently when you're out on the streets more often.